Hey, welcome to the Art Chick channel. Today I'm working on this baseboard. It has hangers, but I'll explain that in a bit. Right now I'm slowly torching it, and you just keep a steady pace. And I would say I was about 4 to 5 inches away from the wood. I have another video where I explain in more detail on like how to torch wood, and I can put that in the description for you. But you just slowly go back and forth, take your time. It's nothing to be scared about, which is one of the things in that video. I was just so scared of a torch that I just never used it for the longest time, and now I just love doing it because it puts that wood grain, it shows it up, it just makes everything look, I don't know, maybe a little bit more expensive. I can't really describe it, but it's quite interesting. So enjoy, and we will get to unicorn spitting this soon. I am back inside with the torched, and this is a back plate. I actually got it at a yard sale for $2. It was brand new, but it didn't come with a hook, so later on maybe I'll have to figure that out. Maybe get creative with some door handles, or I don't know yet. But I am going to be unicorn spitting this in peacock colors, I call it. It's gonna be some blue, green, and pink. The official colors are Navajo Jewel for the green, Pixie Punk Pink, sorry, for the pink, and this is Blue Thunder for the blue. And that's all I'm going to be using. I'm going to be blending and dry brushing a little. I have a little bit thicker fan brush. And this one I don't know if I'm going to use. I'm just going to stuff on it, but I can't remember what this is called. But I'm going to try this for the dry brushing, and then just some regular ones. This just to get details. I don't know. I just have them out. Have them ready just in case. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of unicorn spit videos. I also resin and do geodes. And very seldom, but I'll stick in some just different videos of art projects. I have a lot of stuff in my craft section, so sometimes when I'm cleaning, if I don't feel creative the day, I usually clean and organize, and then I find stuff that I bought a long time ago I forgot about, and that usually happens. But it's kind of exciting to find new stuff. It's like I just bought it brand new, clearance aisle for free that I've already paid for. But, you know, that's why I stick some different videos up. I'm just following the wood grain, but sometimes certain spots you can't really, so you kind of just make it up. Doesn't have to be too exact or anything like that, because you'll see at the end how it comes together. And don't forget your edges. I think about done with pink, but you know, when you keep going along, you might want to add a little more. Oops. Just made a little mistake there, went over my pink, but that's okay. Just fix it. If you do make a mistake with the unicorn spit, you know, use a wet paper towel, a good paper towel, not one that just shreds, but, and you could wipe it off and you could kind of start again. Forgot my edges there with the pink. See, it's not exactly perfect, but it's okay because you'll see at the end how you kind of make it all come together. I don't like how this has some spot, like some brushes that are just like sticking out in a weird way. I don't want to use that anymore. Hopefully it's good. Make thicker and thinner lines. Some Navajo jewel in here. Hey, I just wanted to pop in and say how much I really appreciate any of the new subscribers, likes, and shares. And I know everybody on YouTube constantly asks for it, and it's really annoying. So I try to keep it to a minimum, but it really does make a difference in our lives, and it takes hours to produce these videos. But I really appreciate all of you standing by me, and I hope you enjoy the videos. Oop. Try not to touch it. Just make it go into it a little bit. Into the next color. I probably should say that I'm using full strength spit. I mean, it's probably obvious, but just in case if you're wondering, spit can be diluted a lot, but this is full strength. And what I forgot to do, I have to go get some water, because if the colors start blending too much, just wash them out, start again. So I'm gonna go do that right now. All right, I got my water. And another thing that's good to do is just have like a little damp paper towel.
A little too thick and don't want to really make a mistake, so I'm grabbing this little more angled brush.
I'm trying not to get onto that pink there, but I did. I live in like upstate New York, so the spring is starting to happen slowly. And it just puts you in a better mood. Wake up and the birds are singing. It's really nice. I'm just putting green on the bottom here. I don't know how well you could see it, but nothing interesting's happening really. Not missing anything. Okay. I think I want more pink. My Navajo jewel is almost out and it's very sad. I'll have to get some more. If you're interested in where to get unicorn spit, I do have a affiliate link, and it's only, yes, I do get a little money and I could keep making these videos. It helps me like purchase more unicorn spit, or I even use it at yard sales to get new things for it to show you. But the link's right there, and if you use that link, I get a little bit of each sale, and it really helps. And if you've ordered unicorn spit on Amazon or anything like that, it doesn't really help the small business owners. So if you could use my link, I would be really appreciative. Trying to think here. I have my blue here, so I think I'm going to go very thin line of green. Then I want to try to put blue right in there. I know it looks a little bit of a mess right now, but you'll see. Just wait to the end and you'll see how cool this is going to look. Well, that's kind of why I like unicorn spit, because you don't have to be exactly perfect and you could get really amazing looking results. thicker blue going down to thin spots because it's really hard to stay in a straight line anyway. But this way looks just a bit more creative. I think I'm gonna make it go all the way across to the end. Now, when you're basically complete, look it over. This looks like it just doesn't have enough spit on it right here. Let me just correct it. Check your edges. Okay, now you see how this is like this color, this color, this color, this color, this color. Take a second and bring it out a little bit from the lines. Just go out a little bit down here, blending in the colors a little. Not pushing down hard at all though. You just don't want it to be too line, 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 line. Unless, of course, that's what you're going for, but for this video, we're not. Right here needs to be broken up a little bit. Okay, now this is where the magic happens. But I'm gonna need a second. I gotta put all my brushes away and go to step 2. All right, let me zoom you in a little bit. The reason I put all my brushes and everything away is because there's so many and I don't want them to fall or roll around like, you know, usually happens. So I've learned. Okay, so I use Viva towels, paper towels. They're kind of a little bit more expensive, but it's the one expense that we do. They're like little towels. Honestly, you could reuse one so many times if you didn't get it that dirty. But they don't really leave too much behind either, especially for something like this. Okay, so this is where magic part 1 happens, I would say. Okay, so we are going to just use this damp towel. It's not really, just wring it dry, it's damp. And we're going to just go like this and blend in the way of the grain. You can use it a little bit, but you usually have to get a new spot because you don't want mud. We're basically wiping it all away. You press down hard, but not too hard, I would say. See how that's showing through? That's okay. It kind of adds like a third color, and it's really just the wood popping up. Oops. Gotta be careful where you touch because I have spit everywhere. I don't start in the middle and start doing it. You gotta go from an edge. That's pretty bright though. Maybe I'll use this. Oh, I'll show you how to fix that. And it might have looked like I started from there, but it's not. Bottom, come up, keep going. All right, I'm gonna have to move. This shelf is so wide. That's pretty well blended. If you see anything you want to fix, you just fix it like this. I don't like that how stark it is. It just doesn't look like it belongs there. Okay, for this spot right here, so it has pink and it has a little bit of blue. And you could just take the pink, just put it over it again. And if you see any spots you want to fix, you fix all of them. You got the paint out anyway, might as well. See how it's like a circle and kind of looks strange? Just ever so lightly go over it. This is a purple pink mix on my paintbrush. So just, there we go, blend it in lightly with your finger. Gone. Okay. So I went and got more damp cloths because I'm going to take more off. I want that wood grain to show, and this is why I'm doing it more. See, it's starting to show now a little bit better. Come back in, touch up what you need to. Of course, like the pink, it blends in a lot. So when you go over it like this, you can make it pop a little bit more. Now, when you're getting down to the end, if you want to know what to look for, so right here it's a little bit darker blue. Looks a little bit like thicker paint. You could just stick your finger in there really carefully and try to just get that one little spot. Here it's a little bit darker. Okay, now let it dry. Okay, let this dry. It dries pretty fast, honestly. I'm probably gonna give it an hour and check, and then come back in an hour. I'll show you how to seal spit. Because spit is, it's water-based, and I mean, if you watch my previous videos, if you spit before, you know. But if you use a water-based sealer, it's going to just reactivate it, just like I did when I had that wet paper towel, and like ruin how you've already laid it all down. So just take a minute and wait, this bothers me, sorry. I liked it, and then I just keep looking at it and I don't like it now. So but yeah, so oil-based it needs, or like I'll show you how I do it. I hope it's warm enough for me to spray paint outside, but I'm gonna spray paint outside. And you get one spray paint coat on it, or two, which I usually do, and then you could put the water-based paint on it, or sealer, I'm sorry, water-based sealer on it. All right, let's give this a rest. 2 coats of the Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear enamel. I'm sure you could use a different brand. I'm just using that now. All right, 2 coats, and I'll be back inside. We are using the Wipe On Poly. This one is water-based because I spray painted, and cotton rags. Well, they're 100% cotton. And the one part I did actually do wrong was I cut the cotton rag in half, and then the cut part, couple little pieces fell off, but it was such a big one that I had to cut it. So just don't, I guess. But all's the Wipe On Poly, it's very user friendly, and you just do a thin coat, and I ended up only needing 2, but sometimes the wood really, the Wipe On Poly really gets soaked into it, and pretty much any top coat really, even if you spray painted. And obviously I must have missed a couple spots on spray painting because I noticed a little color was coming off on my cotton wipe rag, and that's really not supposed to happen, but it wasn't enough to really, do any damage or anything. It still looked pretty good. I'm going through this pretty fast because really I'm just wiping it on. That's all you got to do. This is the second coat. And see how nice and dark it like became? The wood grain is showing through, and it really just gives it a great look. So just gonna finish this out, and I'll have some pictures to show you afterwards.